because the whole point of this was to get foil. Hey everybody, Luxinda here. Welcome back to the Lou. This is going to be a slightly different video. I probably say this every week than what I expected to be doing. Things happen at the last minute. I pivot. I decide to change my schedule, and I have gotten out my Mink machine because we are going to try something that I have seen done successfully on nail art channels, and I also recently saw done successfully on VMD Designs, a tumbler maker. I will link to her video below. I will link to the nail art video below as well. Both of those videos show this technique in action, but I also read the comments in both cases, and a lot of people still are having problems understanding exactly how to do this. So that's why I'm going to do some testing here today to see if we can get it to work. And spoiler alert, I already did. I decided to go ahead and do a test first because so many other people have problems with this. I decided to test it first, and it worked. I have a foil water slide. Hopefully you can see that it's a very thin line piece of art of a flower, but it is covered with foil. I foiled it using transfer foils from Artistic Painting Studio, my Mink machine, and Hippoo, Hippoo, inkjet waterslide decal paper. They're clear inkjet waterslide decal paper, and that's important. I have actually tried this method one other time. Somebody asked me about it. Could you foil on a water slide? And I thought, yeah, sure, why not? So I tried it. I took laser waterslide decal paper. I ran it through my laser printer on black, not color, you want black toner. And when I tried this, running it through the Mink or a laminator, it didn't work. The foil stuck to the entire sheet of water slide paper. And that's the problem a lot of people are having. And the trick is you need to be using, even though you're running it through a laser printer, you need to use inkjet water slide decal paper because it's less sticky. The laser printer water slide decal paper is sticky enough to pull off all the foil. So it doesn't just stick to the design, it sticks to the entire water slide paper. So you want inkjet, and this is the Hippoo brand. I will link to this exact brand below. I use it in almost all my water slide videos. So I have done a test. The test has worked. I'm gonna run you through it now. I've printed out that same design plus some beautiful butterflies. Printed it in my laser printer on black. You need black toner. It's the laser toner the foil sticks to. We're gonna do small tests first, and then I have a full A4 size. You just need to cut it to the size where the foil will cover all of the laser images. Okay, so cut myself some foil. Whoops. This is regular old parchment paper I get from Walmart. Looks like this. Put your foil down so that everything is covered, but not sticking out the side. Because if it sticks out the side, it might foil the innards of your machine, and you don't want that. We are gonna miss some bits here. The point is to see if this works. So I have this set on the #1 level, that is heat and pressure, and I am going to just let this go through. Okay, let's see how it worked. Oh, it worked, it worked! Yay! So now we have these gorgeous gold holographic sparkly butterflies that you can put onto any flat surface. Instead of doing this other little flower, let's move on to the big thing I mentioned. So I printed this out. Again, this is Hippoo inkjet waterslide decal paper. It's clear. It doesn't have a white backing on it. I printed it in my laser printer, making sure the setting was for monochrome. You want just the black toner. I'm going to put it in here like that. And over it, again, I'm not going to bother cutting this perfectly. There will be some gaps. We're just doing a test because I want to see if this is going to work. So I grabbed a piece of foil that's been, again, sort of abused. These are scraps. It will cover almost all of the graphic. Okay, here we go. There it is. It worked. Look at that. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. Look at that. You see it? Is it sparkling for you, I hope, or shiny for you? Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that gorgeous? I love that so much. So the next part is to put this in some water and see if we can get it onto some resin. Stay tuned. Hey, we're back. Okay, I have taken the opportunity while you were not doing anything for a split second. I was busy Sealing the water slides. I had originally thought that because these were printed with laser toner that was fused onto the water slide decal paper and then foiled over, that there was really nothing that would run in water, so they didn't have to be sealed. But I was wrong. I did a test, and basically the water slide is so fragile without any sealing at all that it just disintegrates. So even though the toner didn't run in the water, the whole thing fell apart. I mean, it just sort of disintegrated right in my fingers. So I have taken the opportunity to go seal these. I used my usual layer of Plastidip glossifier and then 2 layers of Rust-Oleum 2X gloss clear spray. So they should be good and durable now. So we are going to, again, this is just a test. I don't think for the purposes of this video we're going to end up with some sort of beautiful finished piece. I'm just testing things. And if it continues to work and it looks okay on the test pieces, then in a future episode maybe you can give me some ideas of what you would like to see me do. I will absolutely, if this test works, be doing some of this over on the other channel on tumblers, but for today we're going to use these. This is a tray I made in a previous video on this channel, and then this one that we're going to do the big water slide on. This is the back of this tray that I made also here on this channel, and I'll link to these videos below if you haven't seen either of these. So this is just our surface. It's black, so things metallic should show up really well, and I'm just going to go ahead and put these in the water, and we're going to see what happens. This is room temperature water. I have my silicone brush, which is, in our situation here, a squeegee. I have some extra paper towels. Now you could not reverse these and put them face down and pull the backing off, because if you do that, I don't know if you can see this, but if you do that, you will get the black toner side, not the beautiful metallic foil side. So these have to go on foil side up. In case you were wondering that, I figured I would answer that question. So you want to get your surface wet and then slide your water slide onto it. And then the squeegee, you want to get that wet so it doesn't drag across the surface while you use the squeegee to squeegee out all of the water and flatten the water slide to the surface. And once you do that and everything dries, then the adhesive that's on the underside of the water slide will dry and stick to the surface you've just pressed it on. But it works a lot better if there aren't any bubbles of air or wrinkles or little bits of water underneath. That's why we squeegee. Now in this situation, you can see the edges. Again, this is a really glossy black surface because I wanted the metallics to show up. Okay, next up we have Big Butterfly. Whoops. Yeah, actually I can show you that. So if you turn it over, you won't get the foil side, you'll get the black side. So that's why we're going to do it face up, because the whole point of this was to get foil. Transfer foil, there we go. Okay, last one. And the reason I put water down first, for those of you who are not familiar with water slides, is that it makes it really easy once you get it on there to move it around to where you want it before you start squeegeeing the water out and it starts to stick to the surface underneath. Now at this point, you could still peel it back up and move it around and put it back down somewhere else, but it gets harder and harder as the water evaporates. Now we'll move on to this big one. And to do that, I'm going to put water in this tray. I have cut off the edges. Slide that in. And then put water over the top. So what could you use this for if you do not make resin tumblers? Well, obviously, flat resin piece would be, you could put one of those butterflies in the middle of 4 different coasters. You don't need to use a black background. I did that to accentuate the metallic, but you could put it on any color of resin. White would work fine. I probably should have done that, except I don't have any white trays that are big enough. So if you guys want to see me make a white tray and say 4 coasters to go with, all using this method, let me know down in the comment section. I mean, there's no reason I couldn't give that a shot next now that we've tested this pretty thoroughly. Okay, get your surface wet first, just so you can slide things around more easily. Slide that off. Look at that. So easy. Might as well center it. If I'm going to move it around, I'll make it be sort of centered. There we go. Okay. That is very, very cool. Could absolutely have cut out only the complete flowers and just had more of a flower thing going on in the middle here instead of leaving the straight sides. But again, test. This was, as I said, a test, and I think the test was a huge success. I'm so excited. So let me know down in the comments how you want me to use this. And yes, like I said, I will be doing a tumbler with it. That will be on the other channel. So let me know what you want me to do here on this channel that basically involves anything but tumblers. I'll give it a try if I can. Thank you so much, everyone. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next video, but don't go away.